Welcome back to another episode of You Asked For It, the show where you ask us questions and we spend time talking about it.
Our favorite to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
our favorite. Sure. We have a guest today.
Yep.
This is Homeless Dave.
Homeless Dave.
We'll work for videos.
That's good. That's good. So Dave is here. He's joining us. He's not homeless. Dave actually works here at Access and is also one of the worship leaders here. So he's just joining us today because we're talking about football. And Kevin has nothing to offer when it comes to football.
What?
So we figured we needed another voice other than just Shaheen and
I'm ready.
Oh, I got an opinion of football. Do you want to hear it?
Well, I haven't asked a question, but
I want to hear it. Well, I'm sure the answer will be the same.
Okay. This is kind of a two-part question.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. How could specifically the NFL? We're talking specifically the NFL. How have you viewed the NFL in the past, and how do you view it as of 2020?
I want to go first. Really a waste of time and money in the past, and really a waste of time and money in the future.
So that's all you're going to hear from Kevin for the rest of the episode.
That's kind of
for him. Did you get that?
Yeah.
How have you viewed the NFL in the past, and how do you view it in the year 2020? It's pretty.
Okay,
it's pretty
think
broad.
I know where you want me to go with this.
No, I want you to just answer.
Want to expound on your questions?
Okay.
Your question? Yes.
See, I kind of already know both of your opinions.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on this year, and there's COVID, and there's protests, and there's this, and there's that, and for some reason, professional sports feel like they should speak out about it, which is annoying to me.
You get paid to catch a ball, not give me your opinion.
I don't like that to begin with, but I do like watching football. For me, it's a fun recreational thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
If people are going to worship these characters, then these characters have power to make a statement.
Yeah. True.
We gave them that power, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Doesn't mean they should. Right?
Well, if they have something to say, but no.
Hey, we talked about this weeks ago on this show with Colin Kaepernick and taking a knee, and how if he works for an organization, he blah, 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 you know, back then when they didn't want him to do it. And so, I don't know, just because you have a platform. Anyway, I don't, how have you viewed the NFL in the past?
Okay.
And how do you view it in the year 2020? And we can go based off of that. Are we watching football this year?
All right.
How do I feel about football this year?
I will give you my one-sentence answers for each of those questions.
Okay.
And then we can see where it goes from there.
All right. Make sure you explain.
The NFL in the past, I have viewed as an extremely fun source of entertainment.
Yeah.
The NFL in the year 2020, I feel, is a virtue signaling organization that I want nothing to do with.
Yeah. Because
they think they're the saviors of the world for the problems in America right now.
Okay.
I said we can expand more.
Yeah, no, we can.
Thoughts.
We can. We'll talk more about it. You want to give your quick answer? How have you viewed the NFL in the past, and how do you view it in the year 2020?
Usually in the past, I viewed it in my boxers on my couch. No, that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant.
Me too.
Oh my. Hashtag.
Yeah. Okay.
In the past, I've watched it faithfully. I loved it. Follow the main, the best team in the NFL. And then watch the other.
That's the most disgusted look I've ever seen.
Watch the other teams just to see what's going on around the league and see who's good and who's not and what's going on. That's how I've watched it in the past. It's been a lot of fun. It's usually pretty loud time around my house. And in 2020, before the season's even started, I have already set my mind that they've made so many decisions that I'm against to not watch the NFL season this year.
How so?
At all.
How so?
How so what?
What decisions have they made
What's your opinion?
that are leading you to not watch football this year?
I don't think, this is my personal opinion.
That's all this show is.
Yep.
I don't think it's right to kneel for the flag.
Yeah.
And I understand why they say they're doing it, but I still don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I just don't. And it was all right when Colin Kaepernick was doing it, just because I didn't have to watch him every week. He's on another team. I could watch my team who didn't kneel.
So are you saying that there is a principle here that is bigger than your entertainment value?
Correct. And the fact that, they're allowing them to wear people's names and stuff on their helmets, and they've never done that before. When police were killed, they couldn't do it. And when breast cancer was a thing and they wanted to wear pink cleats, they wouldn't let them do it. But now all of a sudden they've let that go, and I just don't agree with that either. And then the fact that they're having a black national anthem played before the national anthem, to me, that's segregation. That's saying there's a black U.S. and an everybody else U.S. And the national anthem's supposed to be an all-encompassing. It's for everybody.
I need to ask a question
that's why
here.
I disagree with it.
I'm not a football guy, but I wasn't aware that there is a black national anthem.
Well, according to the NFL, there is now a black national anthem.
Oh, so they just made one?
Correct.
Okay.
And
Here's the thing. I don't think if you asked them, would they say that? But this song is generally well known in the black community. It's not official or anything, but everybody pretty much calls that the black national anthem. Mm-hmm. And so that right there is the main reason I am not watching this year. Also, like Dave said, I've just decided I'm not going to watch it because I can't be a part of an organization or culture that promotes segregation. And I've read a lot of articles from the other side, like, hey, don't blow this out of proportion. It's just week one. It's before the national anthem. But for me, I think, okay, if it really is just a song before the national, there's always like pregame music going on, right?
Yeah.
Why highlight this one special and why treat it any different from just any other pregame song, which I guarantee they will.
Yeah.
And so I think segregation is horrible.
I agree.
So anything that wants to promote reintroducing segregation into our culture, I'm just going to choose to not be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason the NFL is doing this is because there's a section of our culture that's making a lot of noise right now. Uh-huh. Because if this has been going on for a while and they really cared about it for a while, they would have done something already. But right now, in the climate we're in, and everybody's got to be virtue signaling, and everybody's got to show that they're on board. Like, to me, it seems not only like segregation, but it seems extremely disingenuous.
Yeah,
we're just doing this because we want you to think better of us. And like, okay, well, I mean, if that's your stance, fine. Like, you do what you want, but I'm not going to watch anymore.
Yeah,
and I think, after saying all of that, I don't think there's one person here that thinks racism is a good thing.
Not at all.
Racism is absolutely horrible.
No.
But to take and make a black national anthem and a regular national anthem is just further separating us.
Well, racism, technically speaking, is treating somebody different, whether negative or positive.
Correct.
Based off of the color of their skin.
Correct.
So, no, none of us agree with racism. I definitely don't agree with racism.
But I think this fits the definition.
It might. It is... treating somebody different, even though it's a positive context, based off of the color of their skin. Okay, so am I a bad person then because I'm still going to watch football this year?
No, you're a bad person because you like the Packers.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It has nothing to do with that.
So what you're asking from their opinion is this. Am I so hooked on this sport or this entertainment that I'm willing to let these seemingly important principles of life go?
Boy, that's a very leading and manipulative question.
Is that what you're asking? Are you a bad person? Because it seems like these guys are saying that, you know what, there's a principle here that is deeper than surface. There is a statement and a principle being done that we disagree with so much we're not going to. So are you saying, if I don't think that's that much of a principle, or am I going to sell myself out?
I'm just gonna go take a long walk off a short bridge, short pier. No, I I don't know. And my wife has even talked to me about this too. She said, she's with you guys. She's like, you're really going to watch it, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? I said, I'll turn the TV on after the Black Anthem and the National Anthem is over, and I'll turn it on when they kick off the ball and people are just slinging pigskins and scoring touchdowns. Because that's what I like to watch about football. That's what I've enjoyed my entire life. And I've grown up a diehard Green Bay Packers fan, and I want my daughter to be a Packers fan with me, and I want my family to. For me, it's like a family entertainment, gathering, fun, as it is for a lot of people who watch the NFL. Yep. And for me, it's not that I'm for segregation and for racism. It's me not wanting to throw away something I've loved for so long and want to continue loving and want my family to love as well over what I feel is what you've talked about, a temporary spotlight issue. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's said very poorly, but that's what's going around in my head is I feel 2020, there's so much going on this year. So much. And I feel like we're being dealt a lot of situations where it's, I'm taking a stance and I'm doing that. Well, just fun and joy has been sucked out of the world, in my opinion. It's gone because we're all so just stern on our opinions and we're all so divided and and for me, it's like, it's football, man. In my mind, I'm like, it's the NFL. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy sitting with my family and watching it. And I'm going to turn it on after the anthems are over. And I'm going to continue to enjoy football with my family. And I'm going to continue to listen to my daughter say, go Pack, go. And we're going to cheer together. And it's not because I am throwing those morals or those principles out the window. And maybe you disagree, but it's just, I don't want all the joy and fun to be sucked from my life because of the year 2020.
Well, and the other thing is they usually don't show the national anthem for regular games. They do for the Super Bowl and a lot of playoff games maybe.
Yeah.
But during the regular season, they don't. I guarantee you the first week they do.
Oh, I know they will. And I totally understand why you guys are choosing not to. But this is what I hear with some other people. Like, okay, I'm a Donald Trump supporter, and people know that about me, and they go, oh, well, you voted for Trump. Well, if you vote for Trump, then you're also a racist and a bigot and a blah, blah, blah. And like, okay, when you support somebody or believe in one person or do this or do that, I don't have to. I agree with you on some things. Doesn't mean I have to agree with you on everything.
That's true.
If I agree with you on one thing, doesn't mean I'm all on board with everything I don't like about you as well.
Yeah.
That for me, that's not the way the world works. I understand principles, but I'm also, in this aspect, it's football. That's my mind. It's football.
Okay, let me throw something in there for my non-football watcher. There are principles even before this that you all have sold out to. And it's bothered me for a while that I don't want to be a part of, and this is a true confession, I don't want to be a part of Hollywood or football or professional sports when, some people for a short 3 or 4 month period, they're making $40 million.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like I don't want to be even a part of such a thing. And then these people do think they're gods. They do have all this money. They're worshipped wherever they go, and they throw a football. Like I've kind of grown up with this. There's two types of people. There's viewers and there's doers. So that was supposed to be funny. You know what? I've always thought, do I want to watch some other people play a game, or would I like to go out and do something? But that's a whole nother. This isn't your question, but when we're talking principles, I go there. Even with a lot of Hollywood stuff, I don't support it. I don't watch movies. Not all, but generally speaking, some of these, because there is principles, and I think, am I a part of this? Am I supporting a negative, horrible thing? Now, there are some things I'm supporting Xcel Energy, right? I mean, it's not like I'm making that decision over everything in my life, but my entertainment dollars, I do pick and choose a little more carefully, because I don't want to be a part of such a horrible system. They're getting paid too much, in my opinion, so I don't want to be a part of it.
I would also agree. Kirk Cousins is making $90 million off Minnesota Vikings.
$90
more now.
million.
Sling a football.
And you want to watch him on TV?
Well, I don't want to watch Kirk Cousins. I'll watch him when he's getting beat by the Packers, but other than that, I don't want to watch him.
Well, if we were looking for a subject we could disagree on, okay, we got one.
So that's how I feel. I'm with you guys in the sense where I don't agree with the decisions the NFL has made.
Yep.
I don't love every decision they've made. But do I still love watching football? Yeah, I do.
I will be honest. I feel sad about my decision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to miss it a lot. I will. That was my Sunday every fall. Like, I look forward to
both
it.
of yours together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We would watch every game together, and it was a blast, and it's fun to get caught up in the emotion and the moment and the highs and lows of the season. Yeah, it's going to suck.
See, and that's what I mean is where I completely understand the decision, and I don't think I'm a bad person for continuing to watch it. Yeah. I don't think it makes me for me, I'm not saying like, yeah, I agree with the Black National Anthem. No, I'm just it ultimately comes down to this year has just sucked so much joy from everybody's lives.
Yeah.
And this is not something I'm going to be like, I'm throwing this one out too because 2020 is all about let's just stand and be stern and strong. And I enjoy it and I want to continue to watch it. And I'll just turn the TV on right when the ball starts getting thrown around. So I don't know.
Yeah. And listen to all the announcers virtue signaling and all the rest of that
time.
too.
Well, I already hate Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. So I don't.
Amen. We agree.
Just kidding. Hate is a strong word. Your voices make me want to vomit. Is that a better way of putting it?
It's Joe Buck's
accurate
longing eyes towards Troy Aikman that make me very uncomfortable inside.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's not good.
So what about 2021 then? Fall of 2021. If the world is peaceful and we're all kumbaya and the ball kicks off and people can be back in stadiums and
this is I will admit this is logically inconsistent. I don't know. I might watch it again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not perfect. I don't know.
So you're not making the decision. You're just saying 2020 if we're going to make a push for this what I believe is segregation, what I believe is racism, I am watching it. However, I do believe this is a spotlight year. So
I'm not saying I'm writing off football forever.
Yeah. I would hope not. Hope not.
Well, and the thing is, it could be another one of those things like gaming was, like in your message, where it's just I did it for a while and
maybe
this is the first
that
year
literally
it
like
stops.
just hearing him say that it's like no. I can't be like I don't know.
I wanted to yell out, "You grew up."
No, you guys just don't understand because you're not Packer fans, so you don't understand what it means to truly like be devoted and love a football team. I get it.
What are you, an owner?
He's an
I am
owner.
an NFL owner.
What decisions have you made recently?
I get invited to the shareholders meeting every single year at Lambeau Field. Have I ever gone? No, I have not. But
what decisions do you get to make as an owner?
I don't know. I've never been to a meeting. I've never been to a meeting. I'll let you know when I go.
You have a $250 piece of paper, though. That's nice.
Pretty sure it's like a $300.
Oh, it's up to $3 now? It's up to $3. The gouging. Dang.
Okay, anyway, well, it's already a sad year. I don't mean to put it on leave it on a damper note. It's already a sad year. If you're watching the NFL, it doesn't mean, if you're watching the NFL and you disagree with the Black Anthem, it doesn't mean you're a terrible person. If you're choosing not to watch it, doesn't mean you're too hard of a person, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
There you go.
We can all have different opinions. We can all do different things.
What?
Mm-hmm. What a concept. Interesting.
Because as of right now, August 2020, this is still America.
It is.
Yeah. So we're allowed to have
I'm glad you stamped that one. The Daily Log, August 3rd, 2020. This is still America.
The First Amendment still exists.
It's still
This
there.
is still America. I'll check back in tomorrow. Okay, well, there you go. There's our You Asked For It. It's a bittersweet episode. Send us questions, okay? You can see it gets interesting when we kind of disagree on something. So if you think you can stump us, we were just talking before the cameras rolled that if there was a question that all four of us would disagree on, we'd have to break it up into like 7 parts.
That would be a great question.
Yeah,
think of that.
If you can figure that question out, send that one in. You can email it to contact@accesschurchonline.org. Send us a Facebook message, Access Church, or just comment on this video with a question for next week. We'll be back. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Go Pack, go! Okay.